zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. ETN. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll go again with ETN. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
The Jaguars at 500, sitting at 5-5, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll get it inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. Touchdown Jaguars! Travis Etienne. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jags will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Well, security eluded it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll run a first down pickup of 8. Lawrence will throw. ETN bringing in another one. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. After the sack on first down, Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now Jackson on first down. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 39-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
Looking for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now a second down and 6. A handoff running left is ETN.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with ETN.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they're just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Play action. It's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's got some space here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
On third down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
They'll try the left side with ETN.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On second down, ETN once more.
They find some open field here. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant caught by Kirk. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Travis Etienne
his second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. And this is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Room here to run.
And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Jackson now off the bootleg. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
from 8 yards out.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Another tote for Etienne. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Running the jet sweep with Ridley.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
A give to Etienne running right.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On one line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores, they have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays, that will be the key to this drive.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
94 yards rushing for him now to this point.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
To throw is Jackson.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Hurricane. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was, and the home team